Anyway, welcome to the second episode of Overground. Today I'm joined by two guests. We have Josh and Xavi. And I almost forgot about that. So before starting, we were talking about if this was y'all's first podcast. And
so, me? No. Wait. Sorry. Yes, I'm stupid. This is my first podcast. Haven't been on a single one yet.
No bullying.
So,
and you just bully yourself.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. But yeah, first podcast. Haven't been on one before. You didn't invite me when you used to have it, so I mean, you just hate me. That's how it is.
This is not my first podcast. I was in a podcast promoting propaganda for a cult, and then I was also giving hashtag relationship advice over Warzone on another podcast.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Second one was still my favorite.
Second one was during that period. Yeah, they were both happening around the same time. Yeah, that's right.
What does that mean? Like, it was a podcast that talked about the game.
We were playing Warzone. We were terrible at it, but we were talking about just like random stuff. And most of the time, early 20s guys are gonna end up talking about girls and girl problems and stuff. So like, it was just
there was a lot of girl problems at the time.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of girls problem at the time because cult stuff. And then so it was just like this weird philosophy thing. We're talking about the ethics of dating and things like that. But yeah.
It was fun.
It was fun. It's weird.
I was only like in text for those, so technically yes, I was because I was in the
Twitch channel, right?
The Twitch channel, whatever. Yeah. So I would like make comments in the Twitch channel, and because they knew who I was while I was commenting, they would comment on my comments. But I mean,
so you had like a.
But it was just more like, oh, dude, that's so stupid, or like, dude, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like it was all bullshit. Yeah. It didn't matter.
People who like knew, like if you know, like those people appreciated that podcast, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like for an outsider, it probably wouldn't have meant much. So
pretty much.
Sick. So which one of you said that you were gonna be the one, or that you would be willing to sleep with like some type of alien species?
Oh, that was
you, right?
No, fuck you all.
That was totally you. It was what was her name from Mass Effect, the blue one?
Liara.
Liara, that's right. You were the one who said you would do it.
Fuck you. Oh. I also mentioned Star Wars species.
Oh, the Ahsoka, right?
No, the Twi'leks.
Which one's that one?
The ones that have just the two, like
Ahsoka.
No, because Ahsoka had.
Oh, the green one.
Green, blue, red, yellow. They're all the different colors.
The one who came on in episode 3, right? The one who got like lit up by the firing squad of clones. Yeah, okay. Yeah. She was hot. She was hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, she was a slave before she was a Jedi. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna touch that one, but yeah.
No. Okay. So like lore wise, she rebelled against like the Jedi code and how to dress and whatnot.
Okay.
Because she was a slave, and she was like, for like the freedom of my people, I'm going to dress like how most of them are normally because that's how we're seen.
So like canon-wise, she started the first wave of feminism in the Jedi Order, liberation and all.
In the current Jedi Order at the time, yes.
Well,
that wasn't the first time feminism had kind of been introduced into
okay.
Star Wars canon.
That makes sense. Yeah, she was pretty hot. I'll give her that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you what though, like I think for every guy in Star Wars though, like the awakening moment was definitely Episode 6. If you watch Star Wars as a kid, Episode 6, the beginning, Princess Leia, that was the awakening moment. I feel like when every boy became a man. Well, no, every boy became a man.
Or you're talking about Slave Leia.
Slave Leia.
Okay.
Yeah, every boy became a man. And it's like, oh, I understand now. So, yeah.
But, I mean, the thing though is that the example of how to get to that point was be just a really overweight crime boss. Because they're Java.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story, right? For sure, of Episode 6. Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
Your thoughts? No?
No, I just didn't think you were going to actually defend the thought of being into an alien.
So... Concerning like Star Wars,
I was actually hoping it wasn't going to go that long.
He was going to dispute it. And he was like, "No, I agree."
Team all the way. So concerning Liara, Mass Effect, like let's actually get
it was the mind thing, wasn't it?
It was mind thing though. Man. So technically, we don't know what they really look like, but like they impose an image onto you of what they look.
Ideal, right?
No, of your species. So to different species, they look like their own species.
Yeah.
But to us, they have more human-like
They look like humanoid. Yeah, that's true.
So like that one, it's a little concerning because it's like you're not really who I see you are, but like you have the image. So why would I care at that point, right? Like it's ignorance is bliss. Right?
It's not that they change forms, but like they can change their perception in people's individual eyes, and they can attract members of basically any species across the galaxy, which is actually kind of cool if you think about it. They're like a chameleon, but the way they are intimate is not like through traditional means, right? It's actually
it's through mental,
it's like through the mind.
They have
actually mind fuck you. It's pretty great.
Legitimately, yes. Like that's how it happens.
Yeah, and then your eyes just go completely back. You look like you're possessed in a horror movie, but
But you're just in like the mental state.
The cinematography in Mass Effect for those scenes was pristine. So I kind of understand. I do not condone or agree, but I understand. So
okay. And concerning Star Wars lore, most like species were created by the Rakata. Humans, Twi'leks, Tortugas.
Turtles?
No, Tortugas.
That's turtle, isn't it?
No. That's the Ahsoka race still, whatever. Fine.
I think it's Spanish, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, but Mirialians, you have the ones that are blind, they can't see, whatever. But every single one of those was created by no. Like they're humans, but they just can't see. They weren't attuned to the Force. But anyway, all of them are like blind, or all of them are like humans because they're created by the Rakata. Rakata were like the first species in that galaxy.
Is Rakata pasta?
That's
a cheese.
It's a cheese, right? Okay. Yeah.
That's not ricotta. That's like is it ricotta?
I think it's ricotta.
That's not spelled. But it's not spelled like Star Wars ricotta. Rakata.
Okay.
Ricotta.
Dude, that's just a ripoff, though. Honestly.
No, whatever.
How do you spell United States ricotta? It's not United States. It's Italian, right?
Italian.
We don't make cheeses.
Huh.
We make American cheese. It's in the name.
It's calling it cheese is generous, though. Honestly.
No. Depending on who you buy it from means whether or not
It's
you want to buy
the gold
cheese.
standard is Kraft.
Kraft is not real cheese.
I agree.
It's like processed.
I agree.
It's like squares.
Yes. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Dude, when it comes to cheese, I used to think, like, obviously it's like, oh, it's dairy, right? So it's milk, right? It comes from milk, right? But I used to think, like, well, why is it yellow? Milk's not yellow. It shouldn't be yellow, at least, right? But I used to think that, oh, when they're, like, churning it like butter, I thought that's how, like, whatever, right? When I was a kid.
Also, why is butter yellow, too?
Yeah, okay, so this is what I was thinking. This was my thought process as a kid. This was my big brain moment as a child, right? I thought, well, because I remember seeing that, they churn butter with, like, the wood and the little thing, right? It's like, oh, it's like the brown from the wood that makes its way into the butter, and that's how it turns yellow. Oh, and I thought it was a genius for coming.
So the wood stained.
The wood stained.
So the stain runs into the cheese.
Yes, that's what I thought it was.
So,
and I remember asking my parents about it. And they were like, well, it was like a you know how like when you leave like a red sock and like whites for laundry and then they turn pink. I thought it was like that, honestly. You know what I'm saying or no?
Okay, but when have you? Well, you're a kid, so I really can't blame you for that.
Yeah, no, I must have been like 5 or 4, like. And I asked my parents, is that what it was? And of course they were like, yes, that's what it was. So I was, gaslit as a child, but yeah.
Fire.
And it's something that happened to you later on as well, so I mean.
That's true.
It was preparing you for the future.
This is correct, but I can't complain. It was all predestined.
Wait, but okay, so then you don't know why it's yellow.
I don't know. It's just I don't like. You brought back like childhood memories, and I was like, dude, I have so many questions left unanswered.
Blue cheese has blue in it because it's mold. I mean, they put mold in there, so that's the only reason why.
I thought it was because I thought it was named after Orlando Blue.
No.
No.
No. It's because it's moldy cheese.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Hate you.
That's what I was told that as a kid, though. I was told that as a kid it was after Orlando Blue because that was like the peak of when High School Musical.
So you just had a childhood of lies.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Correct. Yes, I did.
This is great. This is something I learned new now.
Yeah, that's for real. That's what I'm about.
What is it they lie to you about?
I mean,
we'll figure out more tonight.
Well, I will let you know as I figure out because if they're still lies and I grew up with them, it's like they have to be revealed.
That's
okay, how about you bring up something that you were told as a child, and we'll tell you it's a lie or not.
Okay, let's see. That's a good question. Okay, so I remember catching my mom in the act, like the whole tooth fairy thing. I remember catching her in the act as a child. So like, obviously, you put your tooth under the pillow, and then you wake up with $1 or whatever. It was funny too because depending on like what caliber tooth it was, like there was a tier list, right? So you could get like a $1.
Okay, that's not fair. For us, it was like the tooth fairy does exist, but because we're Christian, she doesn't come visit our house, so that doesn't happen here.
That's not an improvement at all.
No, I know, but like. At least, but I'm saying like that's not fair because you had at least like.
So, wait, so let me ask you a question. They're trying to protect you because like the church teaches there's no such thing as a tooth fairy, right?
Yes.
But instead of they modify an existing lie instead of just telling the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of par for the course with that specific tradition. But no, yeah, I caught my mom in the act. She woke me up because I'm a heavy sleeper now, but at the time I was a light sleeper, and so. One time I remember my mom was walking in and I had put the tooth under and I was super excited because I think this was one of the front teeth and that's like S tier. So you're going to get like $10 for that probably, something like that. And I remember I was so excited, right? That I was like waiting to catch her. I was like, oh, I can't wait for the tooth fairy to come in, right? So I guess I was currently like in the mindset of just like being ready for any little movement. And I remember I caught my mom and I felt so betrayed when I saw that it was her. I was like, I still want the $10, but I cannot believe you lied to me this whole time.
Okay, but we can't count that one because I think everybody eventually finds out it's...
I don't think so, man. I think it's... Yeah. There's a... You would think, but there's some crazy people. There's some crazy people out there.
Oh, like that's
Probably.
the belief.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dude, and
Santa, same thing.
For that appearance, I mean, that was the whole point of his teacher.
Yeah.
He believes in fairies, and he's like a fucking, 40-something-year-old man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a show, but I mean, like,
No, but I mean, but...
let me ask you a question. Like, what do you think about homeschool kids? They don't ever talk to their friends about stuff like this. They don't ever, actually discuss and, they don't ever think there's an imposter among us. Ever.
I think it's because they're so, they kind of know already, I think, at this point. All the stuff that they've been through as homeschool kids, they're kind of aware of everything that kind of occurred at that point now.
So are they, in Ba Sing Se, and they know there's a war, but they just won't question it, and they'll just say, okay, yeah, there's no war in Ba Sing Se, but it's there really is?
I would say so.
You think so? I don't know, man. I think there's, some beliefs that are probably, entrenched just from a lifetime of never having it questioned, even from peers, people your age. As, if you go to public school or even, a school with, more kids that isn't just a homeschool group, you'll have conversations like this that'll just come up, and, some people will tell you, dude, you're dumb. What, you still believe that? You're 8 years old, and you still believe in the tooth fairy?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is happening.
But that doesn't happen, I feel if you're a homeschool kid. I wouldn't know, but
who would you argue with in homeschool if he's just you and
your parents? And they will dominate you. Your parents.
But the thing is, if you're homeschool, you could still be put in programs and clubs and stuff.
But how many?
Right, but with other homeschooled kids,
yes,
who are all indoctrinated,
who are all in the same mindset that you are as a homeschool child.
True. Yeah, it's like a. I'm not going to say that public school is necessarily better, but that is one of the things that you'll probably get with public schools. You'll probably get a lot of the stuff that's weird, stamped out like that. So.
Yeah, they'll bully you.
Yeah, bully early and often, that one bit from Sam Hyde, right? So that's how you find the troublemakers and you put you snip it in the bud, all the problematic behavior, right? So, anyways,
it's true.
It's true. Honestly, they act as a what is it? A social watchdog, I think was the point of the bit. But yeah.
Do you have more experience being cyberbullied or being a cyberbully?
Actually, I think I told you about this. Back on Xbox Live days. Do you remember when I used to? Okay, so I used to impersonate a Microsoft employee back in Xbox Live days. So I used to troll these, and the thing is, I was 13 with the voice that I have right now. So a lot of people thought I was a fully grown man, and I was 13, 14. So I was dude, I have the past to be a troll now. And so what I would do is I wouldn't bully, but I would just kind of mess with these kids, right? And I would they were probably maybe a year or two younger than me, but I just sounded way older. And so what I would do is it's pretty simple actually. So what you would do, I think I actually got this idea from a YouTube video. Yeah, I was a YouTuber who used to do it back in the day. And what he would do is he would go and look at certain players in the game lobby that he was talking smack to. And he would look at their gamer score and look at the achievements, look at what games they've played. So he's oh, okay, they've been playing Call of Duty 4, they've been playing World at War, they have Black Ops 1. They don't have Modern Warfare 2, but they have Modern Warfare 3, or whatever, right? And he would basically just pull them into a party and be okay, we need to talk about your account. I'm a representative from Microsoft. And he would just have this script of professional sounding things to say to try to get them to believe, this guy's actually serious. And what he would do is he would go through, he's okay, so I can see that on your record, you've been in modded lobbies, to increase your rank and prestige level illegitimately, fraudulently on these games as follows, and then list out the games that they've played, and they'll be what? And most likely they have, because if you're 9 years old and you want to get max prestige in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, you're not going to do it all legit. It's just not going to happen. So a lot of times they would actually be guilty of it, right? But you have no way of knowing that. You're just kind of hoping, shooting in the dark. But they would get really scared, and then you would tell them how old are you? And then most of the time they would say, I'm 13 or whatever. And it's okay, well, because you're not of legal age, actually, I'm gonna have to speak to a parent or legal guardian because they're actually considered the legal owner of this account. And so you would get their parents on the phone or on the mic, and you would start talking to them, and you would explain the situation to them, and you would let them know I really don't want to have to shut down this account, but I will, and none of the purchases are eligible for refund, this and that, and they would start getting really scared at this point. But then at one point you would reveal at this big reveal at the very end, you would just say something to let them know, I think the catchphrase that the YouTuber would say was something the chicken is burning, or whatever, and they'd be what are you talking about? And then he would reveal to them, this entire thing was just, a ruse, and blah, blah, and parents would get upset. But it was so much fun. It was so much fun to actually, reel someone in and then spend 20 minutes just building up to this final, reveal, and you get some really colorful and, interactions with specific characters on the internet. So, yeah, that's what I did. Did you do anything?
No, I have no social media presence at all.
Oh, okay.
That's true. Yeah,
so I have not experienced any form of cyberbullying, nor have I been a part of it because I have nothing to join in on.
I feel you're more on the side of being the cyberbully.
Okay, but who would I bully though? Who do you know that I bully?
Right? No, I just feel you're one of those that you might log on to like Reddit or something and just leave mean comments.
You look like you would log on to Reddit.
I don't have a Reddit account.
You don't have a Reddit
You
account?
don't?
No.
I don't believe that.
I log on to Reddit because I need to like see stuff, whatever. But I don't have an account to actually go through. So it just
Aren't
depends.
you a lurker? Don't you have an Instagram?
I have an Instagram where I do lurk right now currently. That it
Yeah,
is
you know what? He watches my stories. Like for example, when I posted a picture of like this new account for the podcast, didn't follow.
You didn't comment or anything?
I commented on.
Did he interact?
Because he posted a picture of himself, and I think it was you as a kid or something like that.
Yeah, it was me as a
All I
child.
know is I was making fun of his forehead because he has a big forehead as a kid,
Oh.
and so I insulted the picture of the forehead, and he was like, "Okay, so you comment the picture of the forehead to make fun of me, but you don't follow the podcast." I'm
Do you
like,
still have that profile picture of you and Ted Cruz?
No, that was on.
You have the one with the bow tie now, right?
No, now he's just standing
No,
there.
I was just saying. It was for I forgot his name, but the professor that we had that had one hand.
Oh, yeah. The guy who was teaching social studies, right?
No, it was
political science?
political science. Yeah,
Political science, yeah.
Texas political science.
Texas political science, I remember that, yeah.
He lost his hand in a meat grinder accident.
Yep.
He was
It became an iconic part of his character for his teaching career going forward. It's what all the students remember him as. Like,
Yeah,
he's a really nice
He's
guy.
just a nub.
No,
he's got like
he
a
has a prosthetic hand.
Yeah, it's a prosthetic hand.
But it's like
stiff.
this the whole time.
Yeah.
And so, like, when he's talking to you, he's like, yeah, whatever it is. And then, like, if you get the answer right and you weren't, like, the smartest in
point
the
at
class,
you,
whatever,
like this.
he'll be like, yeah, you got it. And so this hand has, like, all the
Also,
movement
you
and, like...
train this hand to just follow whatever he's
Yeah, yes, but, like, it still has, though, like, this hand's, like this.
Yeah,
like,
there's no
just-
movement.
No, I know.
Solid,
that
but,
movement,
like,
I'm
this
saying,
one-
like he knows. To
No,
match.
he go both hands together, but this hand still has all, like, the movement and everything else.
Well, it was still animated. Like, he would still, like, move his fingers around and stuff. Like, it wasn't trying to mirror just, like, the static form, like, on this. But he would talk with his hands a lot, regardless. Like, it never got in the way, which is, I respect that about him. It never got in the way of him actually using his hands to communicate and get his point across. So.
Was it a cool hand?
I mean, it looked like it blended in. I honestly did not notice until he pointed it out.
It took me a while, but I noticed that it was really
so
stiff.
It was covered like in skin.
It was like flesh colored, yeah.
Dude, it was super real.
Yeah.
And, like, it matched your skin color really well, too.
It wasn't like a wax, but wasn't it like a certain like the texture looks like it was real. It was just stiff. You know?
Yeah, but and like the only reason I know is because he kept like he did stuff with both hands. But I noticed that whenever he'd be like, yeah, whatever, when you got answers right, it was always just like that. And so this hand always had more.
Yeah.
It just noticed that there wasn't as movement. So I was like, is it fake? I don't know. And then he had taken the class beforehand.
Yeah, and then he told us the story. He actually told us how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I remember we were talking about it at the library, and he was like, wait, and again, I don't remember his name. You knew the name at the time too. Gordon. Something like that,
Shout
whatever.
out Professor Gordon.
I don't remember anything we learned. I'm sorry, but
2 points for you, Professor Gordon.
2 points in the bag.
Yeah, 2 points for you.
Were you like active participants in class, or that wasn't you?
Oh, he made us because he was always asking us questions and whatnot.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
for us, well,
It was the easiest thing in the world. You literally just had to actually just read through the chapter, and it was like sentence by sentence, like the question and answer, and it was the easiest thing.
honestly,
And
dude, it was harvest level. Like,
it was easy points. All you had to do was actually put in the bare minimum effort, and he would be happy with you as a student, and you would do fine on the test if you studied that. And it was like you couldn't ask
Easy as A of my whole
you
life.
could not ask for an easier, more easygoing professor that actually made the class interesting because of his energy.
Yeah,
He
no,
was super
honestly,
hyped,
dude,
yeah.
I like, even though I don't remember half the stuff we learned because it was like really simple stuff.
Yeah.
I never like fell asleep. It was never one of those where I was never dragging in the class. I was always paying attention, always
Wanted to
aware
be there.
because it was just like his energy. Like he had the great energy. He did.
You had to do the court case for his class, right?
Yes, and so that's what I'd say. That's where the picture comes from because I had to go to a juvenile court case because he has everyone in the class do it.
Yeah.
And so we had to take a picture on Snapchat with the time filter, whatever.
Yeah, next to a clock at the courthouse.
Well, no. Now he just says time Snapchat filters. With the
Oh,
time.
okay, yeah.
Because you can't fake a Snapchat filter apparently.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could if you just like make your own and then upload it too.
No, like when you take the picture, it marks the time for you.
I think the file is timestamped, isn't it?
Well, I know, but I mean, you just have to upload the picture with the timestamp.
Oh,
so if
I
I
got
were
you.
to create my own little timestamp,
Okay, no, that's what I'm
like-
saying. Like if you take the picture, you don't put the timestamp. But if you go back to the picture later,
no, but he just asked you to send the picture to him. So like they're like, when I uploaded it, it was a file, whatever, on the thing that I typed in like my court report, whatever thing, like the time I went, whatever,
yeah.
and then I uploaded the picture that I put from my phone. So I could have created I could have photoshopped it real quick at home and just copy pasted that file that I photoshopped into the thing. And
It
because
would almost be easier to just show up and take the picture.
Oh, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't what you to do all that, whatever. But if I really didn't want to go
Yeah.
to the court thing, I could have done that. But
So you went to a juvie court case.
Yeah.
yes, we got there, and I remember 3 of them were like, "Oh, hey, you know that you shouldn't be like misbehaving in school, right? Okay, yeah. So don't beat up a kid again next time, and you won't be here." And that was all 3 cases. I was like, so all 3 of you from different schools beat up a kid and are still here? Like, really?
What was it for? What did they beat him up for?
One of them, I don't remember why, but if I remember correctly, the kid went to the hospital for a broken leg in the process, for one of them.
Like the kid who was doing the beating up, or the kid who got beat up? The kid
who got beat up.
Oh, okay.
Went to the hospital for a broken leg.
Oof.
The other one was because she was skipping school one day. I think something about like bad home relationships, whatever. I don't know entirely, but I think they mentioned something about the house, like the home situation. Mm-hmm. Mentioned in school that they got into a fight. She ended up leaving school that day as well, and then she missed like a week and a half of school. Don't know where the parents were involved in all that. I mean, like, okay, you have a bad home situation, fine, but then you beat up a kid at school, then leave for like a week and a half.
Fire. Like,
you're not going to ask about your kid. You're not going to send your, like, you know.
That was supposed to be used for a candle, but I don't think it's safe to keep the candle by the mic anymore.
Probably.
I also had a pumpkin that I bought as decor because it's fall.
Yeah.
Don't know where that pumpkin's at.
Yeah. Huh.
So all we have as decor is a mic and a box. And Josh's Sprite.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be.
Hit us up.
You want to reach out to Sprite?
Huh?
You want to reach out to Coca-Cola?
I can't hear you. What?
You want to reach out to Coca-Cola?
Oh, yeah. Is that how that works? I wasn't looking into that because I don't know if they reach out to you or you're like, hey.
Well, sometimes they do, but I mean, it just depends on. Like,
you gotta show initiative, bro. You gotta sell yourself.
But I just wasn't sure like if that's how people do it.
Yeah, I think
like,
so.
Hey, you know,
most of the time.
Yeah, especially if like you're the kind of content that you create is like related to that industry. A lot of the time, that's how it works. You just kind of build a relationship.
I'm not going to be dedicated to any industry.
Yeah,
that's not shade. That's like the plan.
Oh, going back to the courthouse, though, I went to, mine was a little way more serious than yours. Mine was like a double murder that they were investigating for like a gang / drug related shooting that happened in Las
But
Vegas.
like juvenile or like
No. It was like the dude was like, he was associated with like criminals, and they were like they had pictures of like the crime scene of like 2 people that got shot and they're dead. Like,
so like he's guilty.
Like they're they're gone. Like those 2 people, like there was a coroner there and he was giving like his evidence of like the they were talking about the autopsy and everything, right? But they were just trying to pin it on this dude with the evidence that they had, and I didn't get to see like the outcome, but that was one of the sessions that I went to, is they were discussing that. And so the guy was there and he didn't say a word the entire time. Lawyers were doing all the speaking and everything, right? But he was just there, stone faced, like just gave no indication of any type of emotion at anything that anybody was saying.
Media training.
Yeah, and probably the lawyers instructed him like what to do, what not to do. Body language is super important, and how like things get how they come across and all that. But I'll tell you what, like you see like movies and you see like stuff of like that happens on like shows and all that. But when you see like an actual picture and you're like, oh, these are real people, like it hits different. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's a really serious thing, but. That was probably, because I remember talking to all my other classmates, and out of everyone else had stuff like that, like juvie or like domestic stuff.
When you say like, here's the things you can sign up for, all of them, and every single person who signed up for the class, like in our class anyway, whatever, all of them available were just juvie cases. None of them were actual.
I don't think they told us what cases were. They just gave us dates and then show up and go there, and then you'll see what it is. I don't think they actually told us what was going to be there. So, and I picked a time that was like super early on in the semester. And everybody else was like,
that was the other thing. He didn't give us a lot of times either.
Oh,
he gave us times only. I think for that semester we had it halfway through and on.
Okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah,
so we signed up a little late.
Yeah, I signed up really early on because I was like, I don't want to worry about it later. And everybody like signed up for the last minute once the courtroom was just packed with all these college kids like wanting to sit in for their class. But I wasn't there for that one.
Also for us, we can only go 6 at a time.
Oh, really? Yeah, that was probably something that they made a request after that. So, because I think I took it like a year before you did.
It was either I think for sure it was a semester before, but I'm not sure it was a whole year too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, how old are you?
24. I just turned 24.
Okay. Because I kind of had a feeling you were around our age, but then I don't know what comment Josh made sometime back at some place that we went to, and then it switched things up, and I suddenly started thinking you were like 28.
No, I know I look 28, but
no, it wasn't. It was I don't know what he said that I was like, wait, maybe he's not around our age, so I thought he was.
Well, didn't you graduate a semester early from high school?
From college. I graduated in fall 2020.
When did you graduate high school?
2017.
Oh, anyway.
Oh, so it's like us.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, because I mean, I knew him because of Hunter. Hunter was in our class. That's why.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so then they're around the same age. Cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could grow facial hair.
You will. Just give it till
a little bit.
Mid-30s. Mid-30s is, you can't really say anything until you're like 35. You won't know for sure like what you're going to be capable of until like 35. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, but.
I mean like right now?
I mean, huh?
You mean like right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just grow like, you can grow like a chin spike in this. Like.
Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't get full, so it's like a pedo stash.
I don't think it would be a pedo stash if you have the chin too.
No, but just the fact that this part doesn't get, it's like it's missing. It's like patchy.
If it gets long enough, you can like just smooth it out.
It's
Yeah.
kind of disgusting.
Not like so long that it's like going over your
Curl it.
mouth.
Curl it.
Not that it's going over your
I hate
mouth,
that,
but like.
I mean,
Have you tried it?
no, I just hate
Ben?
seeing the way it
Well,
looks,
yeah, you know.
like the way it curls.
Especially, when's the last time you tried growing it out?
Oh, so when so when I have hair curls, you hated it then?
I'm not a big fan of your facial hair. I'm being honest.
Motherfucker.
Dang. That's rough, man.
We're not friends. We're not friends anymore,
We
dude.
want to see your baby face.
No, hell no, dude.
With
Hell no.
with the hair style that you had back when I met you, dude.
Oh,
back when you were playing
no,
Borderlands and you
no.
had pink hair, dude.
I want to see how it would look if you shaved all this, but only keep the mustache.
No.
I think it'd be great.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
should
awful.
try it.
Yeah.
It's awful, dude.
You'd
You
be like a
had an
pop-
opportunity. I went to church one time like that.
With the pink hair?
No. But regular haircut, just the mustache,
Huh.
nothing else.
Like how many years ago?
Like 2 years ago, and you had to be there
Like
because
pre-COVID?
yeah, no. I think it was right after you started getting back from COVID.
Okay, so then I was probably in the back.
Well, yeah, but I was also there too. I was helping you out with that
Okay, then I just don't remember.
because I came for like a week and I hated it, so I just shaved everything off after that. I really hated how it looked, so I just went all full baby face for like about a month.
So you grew everything back?
Until I grew everything back.
Yep.
Are you still using that beard oil?
The new one I bought, yes, and I really like.
No,
it.
the one that you bought when I was with you.
That's that one, yeah.
Oh.
That's the one. That's the newest one I bought.
Oh, okay.
And that's the best one I've had so far. I really like the smell of that one.
It's because to me, like, it's not... Because we went back in, like, in June. So to me...
Okay, well that's fair, but like that's the main one I've been using since.
Yeah.
So
It smells good, though.
I like it.
It's like
I like it a lot.
cologne. Yeah, we went in for flowers, and he walked out with beard oil.
Who are you buying flowers for?
My grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Rip homie.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Huh?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, my condolences.
You shouldn't be smiling. But thank you. But yeah, no, he walked. I didn't even know if the place sells beard oil until Josh was like looking at him, and I was like, "Oh, sick."
Because he was talking to the girl at the counter for flowers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, I don't know what you're going to be asking for. I don't want to get in the way, so I'm just going to like go find something to look at. And I turned around and I was like, oh look, a sign that says like I think it was like men's care. It's like
Yeah.
various places have a whole section dedicated to this, and like a really nice section.
Where was it
for
that you went again?
What was the fireplace called?
Southern Roots.
Southern Roots. Okay.
And so they have like
Shout
they
out
have-
Southern Roots and your little dog. That little dog's at
the
the
dog was
flower
cute.
shop.
Hey,
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he just kind of, or she. I don't know if it's a he or she, but
That was cute.
Don't assume.
wanders.
It was cute.
It was
Yeah, it
cute.
keeps you company while you're looking for stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anywho, so this happened to me 2 times this past week, and so it got me curious. When was the last time y'all got soap in your eye?
Dude, it happens like not often.
Yeah, I think the last time was probably like in high school. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's been a while. Like,
And because mine had been a while, and I was in a pretty good streak of not getting it, and then it just happened.
but it was just like back to back.
Yeah, that's what got me more mad. The fact that how does it happen twice in 1 week?
Yeah.
I'm 23 years old. That shouldn't be happening.
The only time that ever happens is when you're doing like a face scrub or something, you know, like.
But even then, you don't close your eyes and then do everything.
Well, yeah, no, you
And
do,
then,
but it's a different viscosity than like shampoo or like anything.
Oh, mine was
else.
shampoo. No, mine
Oh,
came straight from my head.
Oh, from your head.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that hasn't happened in a minute. Because like when I wash my hair, it's like it goes back. You get me?
Oh,
Like,
okay,
I wash it
true.
and scrub it back,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like down here in front of my face. So that's probably
That's
why that
smart.
happened.
Even then, though, guys.
Well, it's because my hair's longer. So
Yeah.
like I feel like if you have shorter hair, like where it like comes down, like it makes
mine
sense
is
for you to scrub
put
it
like another, bunch it up and then leave it on top.
Yeah,
But the soap
okay.
still travels, I
Yeah.
guess. But
Yeah.
like the first time it happened, it was soap mixing with the gel that I had, and I guess any like dirt or whatever you get throughout the day. So I feel like all 3 things mixed wasn't good. So my eye was burning.
Yeah.
It was burning, and then I was like, oh, I guess you should wash the eye. So I turn my eye to like the water, and then I guess the water was just pushing my eyelashes in. So next thing you know, like the eyelashes are poking my eyeball, so that was burning even more.
Oh my gosh.
And I was going downhill.
So like, I wouldn't think like opening your eyes over like with the water pressure alone. Like,
Oh no, I didn't do like.
Oh, okay.
No, because that grosses me out too. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, why is that gross you out?
It's
just
the
like
fact that
just
the
water pressure like
yeah.
on your eye.
Like in chemistry classes when they're like, oh, you get anything
Yes.
chemicals, and then you have to go wash the eye.
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
time I was like, no.
But
I
the
mean, if
thing-
I have to.
But to be fair, like I think it's like designed to not be like super high pressure and it's all concentrated in like one stream. But like if it's a shower head and there's like multiple streams,
Not only that, but also you
they're,
got
like,
gravity as well pulling it in. This thing comes up.
Okay,
right, it's a little
Pressure
gentler. Yeah, it's a little gentler. But like a shower head, depending on the shower head you have, right, it could be like a ring of like kind of low pressure, or it could be like
The
a
really fine-
shotgun of really fine,
Yeah.
precise, like multiple little like needle size streams
Honestly,
in your eye. That seems
I've
like
never known anyone who's actually had that in their house.
really.
I've only known people. Well, I don't like place I've
hotels.
experienced that is hotels.
Yeah, hotels.
Like what?
Like with the
high
really
pressure
fine
streams.
high pressure where
Yeah.
it's like
Like
Yeah.
the sharp one?
where it feels like it's sharp water
Oh,
hitting you.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that. I think
Yeah.
it's like a fire hose
Never seen that in anyone's house other than
because nobody likes
hotels.
them.
Exactly.
Nobody likes
Isn't
them.
that like also like a lot of water?
It could be, but I don't
No,
know.
it's just the way that it's designed to create a higher pressure. but-
Yeah, I think it's less volume. It's just it's higher pressure because it's concentrated streams like in a smaller surface area. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, no, I'd say really rare for me to do that. More likely when you're doing like some kind of like face scrub or like something like that. That's happened a couple times. I think they're better designed to not burn as much as like something like shampoo, but I could be wrong. I think it just depends. So
Yeah, mine was burning bad, but like I said, I just assumed it was because all three things were mixed,
yeah,
so it just didn't work out. And then I tried going. Well, I mean, I was gonna go to bed afterwards, and then closing my eyes was like painful, and then rubbing it was painful, so I just never won.
I get you. I get you.
It was like I think Tuesday night, and then it happened again like either Thursday night or last night, one of those two. I think it was Thursday night.
Do you guys like body wash like from a bottle, or do you guys like bars? For,
Like
soap?
loofahs.
Yeah, like with a loofah.
I got a loofah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I just do buy.
You just do the bar?
I used to use a bar, but I feel like it doesn't actually.
It doesn't scrub like
Yeah.
No,
but like the thing is, you like because there's two methods, right? Like you get like the loofah and you like put like body wash on it, like from a bottle, or you like scrub like a brush on it, or like scrub the bar on it.
Wash.
Yeah.
Have a little.
Oh, okay, I get you.
I squirt some.
I think I like the bar a little bit more with like the loofah, but yeah, I can't just do a bar by itself no more. I think I made that transition like middle school or high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I made that transition when I stopped being a child.
Yeah, see, like here's the thing though. Parents were like, "Hey, here's a bar of soap. Go for it. Have fun. That's it.
Have fun.
Figure everything out on my own.
What parent gives their child a bar of soap and says, "Have fun"?
Have fun figuring it out.
Figuring it out? Oh my gosh, that explains.
Shut up.
Wait, so your parents didn't teach you how to bathe?
Well, I mean, they did after a certain point though. They were because it was like, okay, like as a kid.
Did they give up on trying to teach
No,
you?
honestly, I don't want to say my parents are shit in any way, shape, or form. Let me
What
tell
were
you
your
this.
parents?
It was essentially
That's not
like
sarcasm.
hey, look, so we taught you how to shower when you were like 4 because like we showered you as a child growing up. So now you're 4 now, you know how we do it. Go do it.
Bar soap.
Bar of soap.
You just never used anything to scrub.
They never gave us anything to scrub.
But
So it was
also
just a bar of soap.
But you never like thought of like how old are you right now?
23, yeah.
You're 23. So in the past, let's just say 10 years, you never thought scrubbing with a loofah or something like would actually like help.
You have nails?
No.
No,
No.
Josh.
It's like a scratch. You gotta scratch something?
It's not a scratch. It's a scrub.
And that's a lot more work. You're scratching and you have to wash out the nail.
Look at your
No,
nails.
that's-
That explains a
that's like
lot.
nothing.
Is
Yeah,
that,
no.
you have no
No,
nails. Is that why your
no.
fingers are shorter?
No. I mean, like this is legit.
Did you just wear them down?
I had nothing else to. I like have nothing other than bar. That's how it's been in the house.
Yeah.
In my shower specifically, because me and Giselle share a shower. It's just a bar.
No, I know. But I also feel like as a kid, you can't really use much scrubbing. Because I feel like as a child, it's more sensitive. Their skin's more sensitive.
Oh yeah, plus you probably just don't know any better. You probably just want to get in and out really because
Yeah,
you want to go
so-
do whatever, right? So that makes sense. But I feel like once you're like more conscious about, like once you start like I don't know having crushes on girls, you're like more conscious of how you smell with them. So you're probably like, dude, I gotta make sure like I got
Beard
the
oil
Axe
is
body
definitely
spray,
Beard oil.
everything.
That's why you.
You don't have a beard oil at the age of 12. Well, maybe you did.
Now.
But,
Now.
okay, yeah. So let me ask you this: so you're conscious with beard oil, but you're not conscious
Because-
with the
okay,
loofah.
okay.
You're like, oh well, we never gave. Did they give you beard oil when you were 4?
No.
But you still did it
because
you still learned it was necessary.
Because everyone kept telling me, "Hey, it's a good idea to use beard oil."
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea if you use a loofah.
Yes. And now that I know that everyone else other than me uses one, I should go and get one.
They should
Yeah,
like
you
it.
should. You should. Yeah.
There you go.
They're cool.
Okay. I was gonna say, let me ask you this: like, what kind of scents do you guys like when it comes to your soap? Do you guys like fruity, citrusy type of stuff, or do you guys like what kind of
the sportier ones?
sport? Well, what is it? What is
I don't
sport like? Like Adidas? Like what does Adidas smell like?
No, okay, well not
Shoes.
not like that, but I don't know. Like
No?
mine, that one's like charcoal or something.
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's
stuff
not
like that. Yeah,
It doesn't have the charcoal smell. It just
Yeah.
I don't know what it smells like. I can't describe it.
you can't describe it.
I don't want to say like it smells manly.
Honestly, half the stuff
But,
that I
like-
have there at the house is just like cleaner smells. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
I,
bleach
I,
or what?
I don't want to say no, because that's not a clean smell. That's just like really strong
Chemical, yeah.
chemical. I'm talking about like it's more of a mint or a lavender, like something that's just smells
Clean.
clean.
Okay.
That's everything that we have there at the house.
What, it's like freaking downy or what? Like
more than likely, half the stuff that we have.
I mean, I guess I feel like
yeah, for sure the bars of soap we use are Dove. So all of the basic.
Okay,
like,
yeah, I get you. See, because like I remember hearing, I think I told, no, I wasn't telling you. I did mention to you at one point, but there was this like ad that I saw one time, and I never like bought it, but it seemed so interesting to me, like a manly bar of soap. Like it's called. You're like, oh, I don't think I should say it smells manly. Well, this one was marketing itself as soap that smells manly, but it was like, I think it was like campfire, whiskey, and like wood, like chopping wood, I guess, like the smell of wood.
The campfire and the wood.
And it was like, but it was all mixed together in like this.
It's whiskey. I mean, what else does whiskey smell like?
Well, okay, actually, there was when we went to Bed Bath & Beyond a couple of, like maybe a week ago with some friends, there was a cologne there that smelled like whiskey and something else mixed together. I forgot. I think it was coffee and whiskey. And that was actually pretty nice. That actually had a pretty good scent to it. So, I don't know. I guess I like more of like the earthy type of a caramel, chocolate-ish type of smell, I guess. More than fruit. I would take that over like a citrus type of smell for like cologne or soap or anything like that.
Well, actually, no, I can't, because the beard oil currently is vanilla, tonka bean, and citrus peel, though. So technically it has a little bit of everything.
Well, it's got vanilla with citrus peel, though. So it's not just like straight up orange. Or
yes, that does.
It doesn't smell like banana, whatever that would smell like. Like, you get me?
No bananas. Like,
well, yeah, banana doesn't have a very strong like smell. You get me? I don't know. Like, it's kind of confusing because you know how like when you have a raspa and it's like it tastes like banana, right? But it's a very exaggerated taste. It doesn't actually taste like a banana.
Well, it's syrup.
It's just super sweet. You know, like a banana's not that sweet.
Well, I mean, it's raspas are meant to be over the top syrups.
Yes.
So they're all exaggerations of what they're supposed to be. So that's why when you get like blue coconut, I'm like, this is not coconut. This is just sugar.
No,
I'm tasting sugar.
Yeah. But it's weird because like your mind will accept it as cherry or apple or watermelon, but watermelon isn't super sweet. You know,
watermelon doesn't have it. Yeah, no.
It has a taste, but it's not like super sweet. Yeah, and so like
if you get a good one,
but if you get like a Jolly Rancher that's watermelon flavored, you're like if you eat a your mind will accept it.
No, honestly, at this point, it's either that sugar or it's watermelon. There's
cherry and watermelon Jolly Ranchers are both sugar, but they don't taste the same. You get me?
But no,
there's a difference.
No, so like yes, they're all distinct taste of sugar
or grape,
but it's just sugar. Like it's not. I'm not tasting the actual fruit. True. I'm tasting artificial sugar.
Yeah,
this is just sugar.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's weird how like we associate grape with like actual grape. I guess because of the color. I guess that's the only thing that we have. That's the only cue that we have really is the color, right? Because it doesn't actually taste like a grape. But I don't know, like orange. Like you can smell an orange, but it's not that strong. It doesn't smell like orange cologne or orange.
It doesn't taste the same way.
True. Yeah. Orange. Yeah.
Orange soap does not taste like orange. Sadly.
Orange what?
Orange soap does not taste like oranges.
Oh, you're talking about tasting soap? Yeah. I don't know. I don't taste soap.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You just mentioned soap, so I was
like, he smells the soap. He doesn't taste the soap.
Yeah.
But he was like orange. But he mentioned a bunch of things that were orange, and one thing he said was soap. I'm like, yes, orange soap does not taste like.
But I can totally see you as like 5, being like, maybe if I eat the soap, I will smell better from the inside.
Yes, of course.
That's probably your line of thinking.
No, that's not how that happened back then.
Yo, wash your legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, but like, hey, look, so.
Oh no.
No. Wait, you're not supposed to wash your legs, or
no, you are.
Oh, okay, I was like,
found out that people don't.
No.
You're kind of
no. Because Brandon has this thing where he's like, dude, when I wash my legs, as I move my hands down my legs, my hairs have been trained to like be straight. I'm like, dude, I've been doing that for like 6 fucking years. After you said it, my hairs still aren't straight. They're still all whatever.
Oh, curly.
Yeah,
that's not how that works.
Well, see, that's why though. But he's like, well, it's because I've been like. As I wash, I push everything down, so I like train the hairs. I'm combing the hairs.
I mean, you could train hair, but
I'm pretty sure he's messing with you. He has to be messing with you,
dude. Okay,
but you believe him? That's why he probably kept telling you. Honestly,
it's a possibility. We'll find out later when we have at him for it. But
I thought this was genes, like the way.
That's what I was thinking.
No, the texture of like your hair, just all around your body, is like mostly genetic. Like
yeah.
I mean, you can make a difference. Like for example, like my hair is like super wavy just normally. But when you keep it tied, like it straightens out, but temporarily. Yeah. Once you leave it like for a while, it'll just go back to being how it normally is.
Yeah.
It's like that with like if you wear shorts all the time versus if you wear jeans, there might be a slight difference. But like your natural state of hair is going to be whatever it is, you know. So you don't wash your legs.
No, I do.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying though is that he's told me for years, and so for like years I tried it. I would wash my legs and I would push the hairs down as I'm washing them to get all the soap out, whatever, to make them straighter. It never worked. And so I was upset about it. I just gave up after a while.
So you're telling me Brandon taught you more about bathing than your parents did?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. For leg hair.
Yeah. For leg hair.
Real homie right there.
Depends.
Do you wash what else that I
Your
found
feet?
out people don't wash? Oh, do you wash like the little pit behind your knee?
Yeah.
Or do
I
you
mean,
skip
yeah,
it?
but that's a part of like getting the whole
Yeah, you
leg,
just
though.
kind of get your whole leg.
like
you know?
as you're rubbing everything down,
Yeah.
you have to get to that point. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's if it's not covered in soap, then you didn't do it right.
Yeah.
So cover it in soap.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No, I just want to make sure you guys are washing everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. For a while though, behind my
You really looked at Josh for that one.
yeah. Why? What did I do? What reminded
Josh,
you
you
of that
defended
moment?
why you're into aliens. And
Okay, hold on.
you can defend that.
Let me tell you what washing your legs is a scam.
Why trying to
So
straighten out your leg
non-employees.
is a scam by washing by like pushing the soap down? It's a scam. It's not true. Brandon lied to me. I hate you, Brandon.
But
Lied
what
to me.
were we saying behind the...
Oh, behind the ears for a while, I wasn't washing behind my ears well because I thought that while I was like
Okay.
with the soap, whatever, from like
Yeah.
washing my head, it'd be good.
Yeah.
And after a while, I was like, no, this doesn't like feel as clean.
Yeah, I don't
So I
get how
started
that's
scrubbing
good
more.
either.
Yeah.
Like behind the ear, I don't get how that... I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but I don't...
Well, I guess it's because like throughout your day, like your face just kind of gets, I don't know. I guess like you touch it or you get some kind of resistance throughout your day, but like yeah, true. Like you have like
back here, like
yeah, or like whatever.
Like,
but like
I'm just
nothing.
quick
It's like yeah, like there's nothing there to actually like do anything about like whatever. So
yeah.
and I guess if you wear like headphones a lot, that makes it worse. You think? I think so, right?
I would say that's a possibility.
No,
If you
yeah.
ran over the head.
Yeah.
I just do a lot of... Because at work, I wear like the in-ear,
Yeah.
but it has a little loop that goes like attached to the...
Yeah.
Alright, I think we can wrap it up here. If you tune into this week's episode, thanks for tuning in. You can find us on YouTube, on Apple, on Spotify, on Google, anywhere that has podcasts. But again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week for our Halloween episode.